Uncle Josh. We're back on Uncle Josh Gaming. We're about to get into some more Wasteland 3. Okay, so yeah, we ended things off back at Colorado Springs. Check the journal. Oh, Coyote has a level up. I'll undo those changes. I want to put more points into automatic weapons, coordination, awareness, and speed. We'll go with awareness. And I have a perk. Precognition, particular combat, weathered, evasion, spray and pray, reckless. Nerd stuff. Robots you hack will now be attacked by other enemies. Even the toughest tough guys can be sensitive about their appearance. Insult your enemies, distracting them and reducing their hit chance by minus 20% and critical chance by minus 25%. Yeah, we'll demoralize. Seems like a good perk to take. So now we have to have a talk with Mama Cotter in downtown Colorado Springs. We still have more quests to do. So actually I'm gonna have a look inside the base.
Stay sharp.
Nice place they got here. Classy. Except I think somebody pissed on the floor right here. What kind of disgusting animal does a thing like that? It's terrible. Huh. Why are my pants wet?
Scotchmo. Hey, I remember him. Scotchmo is from Wasteland 2. There's the provost.
Huh? Who's that? Rangers? What are you doing here? I heard you was off in Colorado or somewhere. Well, welcome back. Well, this calls for a drink. Cheers. Oh, good stuff. Is that you, Rangers? Boy, I ain't seen you in a donkey's age. This calls for a drink. Cheers! Hey, who drank my squeezins? What kind of a place is this?
Hate to tell you this, but you're showing signs of late-stage liver disease.
What do you know? I ain't had a liver for years.
We're not backing from Colorado. We're still in Colorado. You're in Colorado.
You're drunk. If we was in Colorado, there'd be snow all over the place, and you'd all be wearing parkas. You gotta cut back on the squeezings.
Who are you, and what are you doing in our bar?
Come on, Rangers! You know me! It's Scotchmo! Your pal! I fought Coach Chase with you! I helped you beat all them damn robots!
Sorry, Scotchmo. That was Team Echo. We're Team November.
You can't fool me with that stuff. I know who you are.
How did you get here?
What do you mean, how did I get here? I've been here the whole time. How did you get here? You got a screw loose.
Well, you're welcome to stay. Have a drink.
Well, don't mind if I do. Cheers! But I ain't here to drink, nuh-uh. I'm here to sign up. I want to be a ranger again, just like before. I know you Rangers been going through hard times, so I'm doing my patriotic duty and offering my services as a tired and true veteran. What do you say?
Thank you, Scotchmo. We'd be honored to have you. Welcome aboard.
Hot diggity! Give me a gun and point me at the bad guys. I'm... Ready? Lead on, Rangers!
I'll replace Jody Bell with Scotchmo. Scotchmo needs some armor. Give him. Scout helmet. Tactical helmet. Shows Scotchmo's pretty mug. So we'll put points for small arms. Small arms is coordination, luck, and awareness. Coordination. Luck. That should be good. I still have 5 points left, so put 2 there. I get a perk. Devastation. Trick shot. Yeah, devastation. Pack them all together, then unleash the thunder. Shotgun attacks gain plus 25% damage for each enemy hit by the same shot. So I still have 2 skill points to apply, so we'll put that to those. There. A hobo shotgun and a roadside cleaver. So I don't really have anything. So that'll have to do for now.
I have been teaching the refugees some basic cooking techniques. Maybe some of them can start helping in the kitchen.
Do you miss the bazaar?
No, not at all. There are so many wonderful people here who truly appreciate my cooking and actually chew before swallowing.
Heard any rumors around the mess hall?
There are a lot of people saying good things about the Rangers, but especially about November. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
What's cooking, Masato?
Only the best ingredients for my Rangers. It's hard to bring Colorado together with the stomach full of bitter rations.
Blood sausage, a feast fit for a king. Stouffer's select. Pork bun, stir-fried pork, bison steak, ramen noodles. I'll buy one. Just to be nice. Why is he skating? Provost. Model of Bellamy Ward's greenhouse spire celebrating the Rangers' routing of Dorsey forces in the Garden of the Gods. Is there anything new? A billboard of Peek and Poke, the pre-apocalypse preparedness mascot.
Robot mascots of pre-war PSAs, Peek and Poke were meant to show the right and wrong ways of preparing for the end of the world. Each vignette humorously contrasted Noble Peek's forethought and generosity and Poke's short-sightedness and greed. Since the deluge, the billboards have been often modified by survivalists who change the art and the message to suit the times, resulting in a darker humor than the original creators ever intended.
Discobot. A plaque next to this Discobot reads, recovered after the Little Vegas nightclub was shut down. card
Hey,
propped
Captain.
on this
Just
fancy
Marshall, actually.
chair reads the
What do you
throne
want,
of
Scotch
Lab
Mo?
the
You got any
Immense.
missions for me? Like maybe requisitioning some supplies from a bar or something?
Supplies from a bar, huh? Like soap? A mop? Some chairs?
Well, those things too, I guess. Sure.
There's a plaque next to this garish statue. A statue of the Payaso Rojo, recovered from the bazaar. Have a look on this terminal. I'll see if I've got any logs to examine. I don't think so. Yeah, that's it.
More people may mean more mouths to feed, but you can't just let them starve.
Not right now.
Careful out there. It's an uncaring world.
A dead synth is better than one loose in the city. Still, I would have liked to have done an interrogation and learned what its motives were. Well, I'm sure this was the safest course of action.
How are the prisoners?
Not much to report. Everyone's behaving, relatively speaking.
Oh, goodbye.
Good luck out there.
Okay. So we'll come up into the command center.
Is this the Rangers?
Yes, sir, it is. How can I help you?
Say I was to kill a marshal. Is that murder?
Well, I suppose if it was an accident or... Well, that's probably the only reason, and you'd have to prove it.
What if I was to shoot a marshal after I caught him in bed with my wife?
Yes, well, that would be murder, yes, sir.
Okay. In that case, I'd like to report a dead marshal in my bedroom, and I got no idea who shot him.
Yeah, that's fun. Nothing but radio static.
I'll sacrifice some elbow room to save more people. That's the only sane thing to do.
What do you think about the Patriarch?
I've worked the radio for some time now, and I hear all kinds of stories from other parts of the world. Horrors you wouldn't believe. Is Colorado perfect? No, but it's a damn sight better than any alternative I've seen.
Tell us about your radio equipment.
The finest setup you'll find. This is the only setup in Colorado able to communicate on all sorts of frequency bands, up to the HF band. That means we can reach you pretty much no matter where you are in Colorado. The basic controls are straightforward. You should try the device yourselves whenever you're here. I've picked up all kinds of signals. It's possible you could even reach Arizona.
You installed our car AI. Are you an expert?
Oh, I'm not. It just turns out artificial intelligence isn't that much different from fiddling with radios. Easy enough to install, it turned out, but I wouldn't know the first thing about it otherwise.
Can you tell us again what it is you do?
I'm your radio communications expert. I'll be manning the radio whenever you call in, or whenever we need to reach you, which is the easy part of this job. The hard part is keeping this equipment in tip-top shape and ready to go.
Oh, goodbye.
Anytime.
So we'll try speaking with Sergei Greatski.
Rangers, good to see you.
Got a moment to talk about your past?
Anytime, Rangers. Always happy to tell war stories.
Got any more stories for us?
How about a monster army story? Now, I know the monsters seem like a joke now, but back then, they were terrifying. Word of their coming would send whole towns running for their lives. Well, Saul decided to take advantage of that. So we went and waited in the houses of a village that had emptied out and watched as the monsters all roared into the town square to proclaim their arrival and demand tribute like they always did. As we covered him from the doors and windows, he strode out, head high and hammer in hand, and challenged the leader, a 7-foot bruiser they called the Gorgon, to a duel. To be honest, I didn't think it was gonna work. I thought those psychos would shoot him in the back and leave us without a leader. But the Gorgon waved him down, and him and Saul went toe to toe, while us and the monsters all just watched. I'd never seen Saul torn up so bad, red from head to toe. But finally, he got in one good swing and took the Gorgon's head clean off. That's when the monster started shooting, but we still had him covered. So, we beat him to the punch.
Got any more stories for us?
Give me a while and I'll see if I can remember any more. In the meantime, I'm sure you have plenty to do.
Oh, goodbye.
I'll be here.
The terminals displaying information about the base's systems all seems normal. Let's examine the security systems. So yeah, there's nothing new here.
Stay sharp.
So now we're going to head to downtown Colorado Springs.
Oh, real funny cartoon in there. When Jeffy ripped the robo arm off that scar collector, I cracked up.
I was gonna ask about the articles, but never mind.
Scandal at Little Vegas nightclub. Rygo linked to Dorsey attack. Rygo arrested, charged with treason.
No, not that way.
Little Vegas slows until further notice. City dubbed totally lame by local youth.
Maybe I'll join the marshals. We do like roughing people up.
You get drummed out a second, crackpot.
I'm sure they could use my help. I even got my own blackjack.
Traveling busker? Listen to the busker's song.
When the world expired, we were forged in the fire. A shield made of muscle and grit. and fighting the greedy. We fought because we gave a shit, and we'll keep on fighting. For there's wrongs to be righting, and our victories grow year by year. 'Cause despite all the dangers, the old desert rangers, well, the world knows the rangers persevere. It started.
You ever
in
notice that the
Vegas
statue's
when Brygo
eyes
did
follow?
Vegas.
Nope.
To
That's
save
kinda
him from a
creepy.
Yeah,
killer machine.
always watching when I'm shopping and walking home.
There's Mama Cotter. Grizzled and gnarled as an old oak tree, the round little woman scowls at you from under her scarf, eyes invisible in a face that has more wrinkles than skin.
The hell do you want from Mama Cotter?
We met some refugees at the bazaar. They said you hired smugglers to sneak them into Colorado Springs. She scrapes at a yellow tooth with a dirt-encrusted nail.
Maybe so. Where are those refugees now?
Alive and well, no thanks to you. The smugglers stole their money and locked them in a cell.
Shit! I knew I shouldn't have trusted those assholes, but they were the only ones who'd deal with me. Guess I know why they're so flexible on their price. Nah, I owe you for keeping those refugees safe. Ain't nobody else around here who's willing to lift a finger for them. So, what's it gonna be, You know I was breaking the city's law, conspiring with smugglers and all that. You gonna haul me in?
She'll be safe in the Ranger lockup. Reyes would want her in jail. He's a powerful man to have as a friend, and the Rangers could use some powerful friends.
Well, am I under arrest?
Afraid so. We're taking you into custody.
Oh, no, you ain't. You'll have to go through us first.
Mama's sons clench their fist and reach for weapons.
Stand down, Bobby. These are the same folks who shot up the Dorseys in the Garden of the Gods. They must have killed Stenerud and his smugglers, too. We don't stand a chance against them. This ain't worth the lives of my boys. I'll go quietly.
The old woman holds up her wrists. We're gonna radio Ranger HQ.
Copy, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. What's your status?
We've placed Mama Cotter under arrest. Send a squad to pick her up.
Old Mama Cotter? A criminal? Who would have thought? Dispatching a squad, over and out.
So now we can return to Gideon Reyes.
Car's a lot like an old dog sometimes. It won't learn new tricks, but that doesn't mean you can't trick it into doing what you want.
You keep saying that, but this truck... What can I do for you?
What do you sell?
Anything for your vehicle. Have a look.
That's sad, but
And if you lose, you'll have to make lunch every day for a week.
So I can't do anything here.
Should I call her?
Call who?
Just this woman he's been in love with forever. They met in the bazaar and she saved him from getting into trouble. But now he's too scared to do anything about it.
Whoa! Hey!
Rygo arrested, charged with treason.
So we can travel to Broadmoor Heights now.
Don't see a lot of hobos around here, I bet.
They let anyone into the Heights these days.
I heard Mr. Howe found himself a pretty blonde thing.
Really? And what did his wife say to that?
Nothing. She's been too busy with the pool boy.
I heard you were speaking to some people at the refugee camp. Do you have any news?
The smugglers were working with a woman named Mama Cotter. We arrested her.
Thank you. I'm glad this ended bloodlessly. You handled an impossible situation well, Rangers. At least this will give the city some breathing room. Our resources are stretched, but I think we can feed the people who are already here. For now.
Glad we could help.
As am I. Now for your reward. The money is here, and you may expect the mechanics I promised you to be waiting for you when you return to your headquarters. Also, one other thing. If you have me, I'd be happy to serve the Rangers as a political advisor. Honored even. You're quite a remarkable outfit, and I'd like to help you out.
Thanks. We could definitely use a political advisor. Welcome aboard, Mr. Reyes.
Excellent. Let me get some things together, then I'll head for your HQ. Looking forward to what we can accomplish together, Rangers.
A guaranteed 100% waterproof and blood-stain resistant Colorado Springs Weatherproofing Co.
It's a big rock candy mountain. No mistake.
Okay, so we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna try talking to the sentry or servitor bot.
What is your business at Lamor's Estate?
Override the robot and set yourself as an administrator. The servitor goes silent for a moment before jolting back to attention.
The master is expecting you. Please enter through the door.
So we'll pick the lock.
Your presence was not requested. Please leave immediately.
There's Bell on the board.
Rangers, so good to see you. Thank you again for saving my life.
Chemistry set. Gentleman's First Chemistry Set, Advanced Edition. Okay, so the only other place we can go is up the stairs. There's Elijah Ward.
I knew the security system needed more security checks and fewer show tunes. Blast. You are the Rangers, correct? I expected our paths to cross eventually. Let me express my thanks for saving my son Bellamy in the Garden of the Gods. All I can manage is the ineloquent gratitude of a father who thought he lost his child. May I help you with something?
What can you tell us about the Patriarch's children?
Their names are Valor, Victory, and Liberty. They are Saul Buchanan's children. He loves them as only a father can. I understand that, love. That's all I should say. Please ask me about anything else.
What sort of work do you do here?
Most of my time is spent researching and developing technology. In time, I believe we can restore our standard of living to that of the legendary pre-war days in the 1980s. Who knows? Someday we may even exceed it.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye, Rangers.
This looks like a work-in-progress version of the solar collectors placed throughout the Garden of the Gods. Dismantle the solar collector and reassemble it, utilizing a more efficient design. Though difficult, it doesn't take very long to put it back together in a more efficient configuration. Your improvements, though barely visible, are definitely working. Cool. So we got over here. This corner of the room smells like biology class, formaldehyde and antiseptics. Okay, there's another door. So we got twisted hydraulic, 38 ammo, scrap, and glowing ooze. There's Elijah Wood.
I know we've met before, Rangers, but it is extremely rude to break into a man's house unannounced.
We upgraded your solar collectors.
Sweet. Wonderful news. Please accept this small token of my gratitude.
And we'll talk later.
Bye, Rangers.
Thank you again for saving my life.
Okay. Thunder's got to level up. Put points to armor modding. We'll hold on to one. Big guns is awareness, coordination, and strength. We'll put it to coordination. Suppressing fire, terrorizer. Flamethrower attacks engulf targets, reducing their hit chance by 15%. Suppressing fire. A heavy MG attack that consumes twice as many bullets. Yeah, we'll go with terrorizer. So now we have 3 primary missions. We can do the Zealot now. Still need to do Cinema Verte. And we completed a Nightmare at the Bazaar. Full House. Unwelcome guests. So we've completed a fair amount of missions so far. So I think we're gonna save the game. And we're going to end things here for today. And then for the next one, we will continue on. Until next time.